I think a Google laptop. I think if you hit Control R, you should be able to refresh.
Control R. Okay, hold on a second.
Yep, try that.
What's the R? Oh, the R stands for refresh.
Yep, Control R.
Oops, something just happened. Something went off. Oop. I got live. And now I can't hear the volume.
I'm not speaking yet.
Oh, you're not. Oh, okay.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
You mean on the screen?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Can you hear me now, kid? There you go. I can hear me.
Yeah.
So there's like a 30-second delay.
Hold on a second. I'm getting distracted by. What did you just say?
There's like a 30-second display, and you'll hear it in a minute.
Okay. Well, I think that's the trick. Hit Control R. That did it.
That'll do it. That's a refresh on a PC.
Okay. Well then that was a simple thing. I'm just concerned about my friends. If it'll be the same problem. I know Wolf had problems, and I don't want people I refer to have problems. So
it's basically before we go live, the website does not automatically post. It's just pretty much for anything with video and stuff, you have to refresh to reestablish a connection. So as soon as I went live, you hit Command R or Control R for a PC, or for a Mac, it's Command R. Then you refresh, and then you're on track. So you can see me now, right?
Okay. What is? Yeah, I can see you, and I have your volume turned off on the screen because I can't deal with both at the same time.
Okay.
But I see you talking.
Can you see me waving?
It says live.
Yep.
So I can just hit Control R to do this every time I come on.
That's it. Once I'm live, it will work.
Once you're live, yeah. You have to wait for it to turn live, right?
Yep. And then whenever, anytime, 6 o'clock and later. But you can put in the text anytime, because some people put it in like you see. There's another one just went in. So people have been doing this for hours, putting in the request early, and then they just kind of hang out or walk away,
Yeah, I see. Okay, cool. I think I got it. And for the sake of any friends I refer, of which there are now 2 in urgent need of your services, I would tell them if they should do what I did, but also you said something about if somebody has a Mac, they should do Command.
Yep, instead of Control R on a Mac, it's Command R. It's the same thing.
Say it on a button. Mine says CTRL.
Yep.
Will it say CMND or something like that on theirs?
Yep, the word command on mine. But basically, they have to refresh after I go live.
Refresh after you go live. Okay, well, my problem with that in the past has been that it's like last week at 6:10, it's not showing that you're on live.
Yep.
So I have to assume that you're on live at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, as long as I'm on time.
I didn't get this live thing until I refreshed. And in the past, the word live in red and white did not show up.
But if you refresh, you'll be able. It should be okay now.
All right. I'll let you go. Thank you very much.
That's okay. We can hang out if you like.
Okay.
But you should be able. What do you see now? Do you see 2 screens now?
I see 2 screens now.
Yep. That's what I did. That's the laser, so people can get a laser.
Yep.
That's from Joe Laser. That's my alter ego, and then we should be all set.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
I most likely will have to leave, after a half hour today, so I'm under a lot of pressure. But I will hang out for about a half hour.
Sounds good.
I'll type in a request right now.
That'd be great.
All right. Thanks very much, Joe.
Anytime.
I'll call you soon for a consult.
Okay. Yep. You take care of yourself and put in the request for your treatment so I can help you out.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Take care. Unmute. Now I'm unmuted. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Thank you, Marie. You can probably hear me now. So sorry about that. So for everyone out there, please sit and relax. Palms face up. And we'll do a quick breathing exercise. Breathe in and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Breathe out, count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can probably hear me now. So command points of the brain, command points of the brain stem. And for Dolly, left foot and leg has numbness. So always check your vitamin B12. I would do clay poultices using wheatgrass as well for any numbness. But we'll also work on the Tongren part of that. So part 2 is blood flow, nerve flow, vertebral artery to the spinal artery. And as I can see, we have people from all over the world. Mohammed, awesome to see you. Marie, from my own neighborhood. Christine Lee, good to see you. It looks like we already have about 30 people. So anti-inflammation, any numbness or inflammation, and arthritis and memory for Pat. Sky window. Let's make sure we can all see my hands. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 for arthritis and shoulders, which would be release, shoulder release point. And we're getting more people joining us. Tongren Station is here. Emma from Australia is here, if that is correct. Yep. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Lymph node metastases for sure. Livid Fuller. Great name. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So for digestion, absorption, and elimination for weight, T7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So again, for arthritis and osteoarthritis and right arm above elbow, the brachial plexus nerves, which is C6, C7, T1, T2, basically the shoulders, leading the chi and energy down to the fingers. Hello, Livid Fuller. How are you doing? Good to see you. Jacqueline. T7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, digestion, absorption, and elimination. T1 for the bones, osteo, and arthritis. And the right arm above the elbow, I would definitely use some yarrow or yarrow balm, yarrow salve, or yarrow essential oil, and some wheatgrass, or even a clay poultice. T7 to T12, lumbar 1 to 4. And hello to everybody on Instagram land. We have Melinda, Emily, Jacqueline, Mumashadi. So T1 to T12, lumbar 1 to 5. Hopefully you're feeling the chi from our 2-screen option. Hello, Melinda. Good to see you. Lumbar 1 to 5, adrenals. I don't know. Anybody out there have any stress? Anybody got any stress? I guess not. Lumbar 1 to 5, sacrum 1 to 5. And we also have a couple of people with colon cancer. So we want to work on S1 to 5, tailbone 1 to 4. S1 to 5, tailbone 1 to 4. Yes, I am a big fan of the Instagram floating hearts. Yep, that's a good thing. I'm just saying. It's good to see everyone. Let me make sure I focus strongly on all of your requests and all of your needs. Make sure I don't miss anything. For Emma, lymph node metastases, we will do a lymph node tune-up for everyone. Let me know if everybody's interested in that. So we will do an immune boost for everyone, lymph node boost for everyone, and detox for everyone, and that will cover everything, as well as our targeted focus single points. And stress and anxiety for everyone. So let's do that. GB13, right side, stress and anxiety for everyone. And then part 3, vagus nerve, vagal tone, blood, the brain, gut axis, gut-brain axis. The gut has 70 to 80% of our immune system. So treat your gut nicely. If you have constipation, that will negatively impact your entire health. And by the way, for people that are interested to learn Tongren, we've already got a few people signed up for Be Your Own Healer to do this on November 20. Looks like a good crowd already. So the 3 dantians, which are our energy center, are batteries. Upper dantian, the third eye, connection to our true selves. Spiritual consciousness, CV17, similar to the heart chakra, or as we say here in Boston, the heart chakra. And then the lower dantian, which is equivalent to the sacral chakra, and the biggest energy, Jun dantian in Chinese. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So good to see everyone. I just want to see if people are chiming in, saying hello at the bottom. Wow, we have a lot of people here. Hello, Esther. Mahik from Canada. Great to see you. Esther. You can see my lips moving, but it should be okay now. Turned all the way up. I turned off the sound, but let me know, Henry, if you can see me and hear me both. Should be okay now. And let's continue on. Next, we will work with Esther. And then Happy Mama. Blood flow to the brain. Let's work on pain, the bladder, the hips. Initialize the endocrine system. So is everybody still hearing me and seeing me okay? Let me know, because I did get a message that you couldn't hear me, but I want to make sure you can hear me on Instagram. You can hear me on all the Facebook pages. We should be on many Facebook pages. I think we're even on the, I don't know if we're in the Senate, U.S. Senate, federal Facebook page. We can check that. So for everyone, we will do a lymph tune-up. But inflammation and pain, T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So we need a name for the Tongren participant here in the other screen. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm all ears. Almost. We'll also work with Catherine McGlynn. We'll work for Charlotte, leukemia. So T1 for the bones for leukemia. T7 right side because we want a blood flow, nerve flow combination. So blood flow, T7 for the lower extremities. Lumbar 1 to 5 for the adrenals and the kidneys. And S1 to 5 for the bladder areas. Urethra, ureter, and bladder area, S1 to 5. So, is everybody doing okay? Just want to hear from you guys, making sure, just checking in with the technology. Okay, Henry's on track. Auditory and visual hallucinations, we can work on that. And we will continue with Rolf, dear friend. But let's activate the entire spine for everyone. Bladder 54 to also support the lower back. And grounding for Esther. And next we will be working with Happy Mama. But we want to complete the 3-part process: vagus nerve, sky window, CV4. Grounding always, energy to the earth, liver 3 and kidney 1. And welcome, Alistair. Good to see you. So next we will be working with Happy Mama and for Emma. Making sure we're not getting missing anything. Okay, blood flow to the brain. You know, I repeat this a lot because it's so important, because this alone can get the whole body going. This alone can open up blockages with more energy circulating, and this alone can reduce brain fog and get the communication of the endocrine and the bioelectricity throughout the entire body. So that alone, for everyone, is a great benefit. Blood flow to the brain, brain command points, and brain stem command points. So we're going to do a few things for the blood. So where does the blood come from? It comes from the bones. Every breath you take moves your tailbone. The tailbone encourages the bone marrow. So if you're breathing improperly, you're going to have improper tailbone movement. If you have a tailbone out of alignment, it will also negatively impact your bone marrow. The bone marrow is a factory for your blood cells. So, blood flow, nerve flow, vertebral artery to the spinal artery. And yes, Beth, I see you, Christine, Mohammed, great to see you guys. If anything, what is a good practice if you don't even put in a request? Sit with your feet flat on the floor, palms face up, close your eyes, put your mind in your lower dantian and listen to the different treatments and follow the points with your mind as well, and you can give yourself a treatment too. T1 for the bones, special point GB39 for the bones. Perfect blood, T1, spleen. So for everyone also, since you all benefit, we want to work on the lymph, and we'll do a lymph tune-up. T3 for the lymph. For Emma, T7 right side. The largest lymph node of the body is in the spleen. Next to the spleen, it's got a dual function, blood cleanup and immune system. Plumbing. The tailbone, yes, Christine, the tailbone is amazingly important. If you're new here, you'll hear something about Hannah Kroger if you heard it before. Hannah Kroger is a naturopath from about 100 years ago. By correcting the tailbone, she removed leukemia from 5,000 kids. That's how important it is. So the lymph tune-up, 5 main parts in addition to the spleen and T3. Axillary lymph. So when you walk, arms high. That's lymph drainage. I always recommend the rebounder, which its number one function is to, number one benefit is to remove lymph. And if there's a book called The Cancer Answer, axillary lymph for the armpits, inguinal lymph for the groin. So we did a bone and blood tune-up for Happy Mama and a lymph tune-up for Happy Mama. Thank you for joining us. And also for the lymph metastases for Emma. Armpits, stagnation, inguinal lymph, and grounding to liver 3. So anything for you, Live It Fuller or Ms. Fuller? You're doing great, which is great. Emma, you're welcome, as always. Good to see you. Keep that subtle momentum of Tongren energy, healing energy, and healing methods that you're using. You're going to be great. So next we have Gleeful Stranger and Henry. And then we have, wait, I don't want to miss Marie. Did you put in a request, Marie? Did I miss it? But I will do it. I know what it is. Blood flow to the brain. And Alistair. Yes, don't worry. I won't miss you, Alistair. Blood flow to the brain. Command points of the brain stem. So just sit and relax. Practice the 4-6-6 breath. 4-4-6, 4-4-6-6. The technique is to exhale longer than the inhale, and the major impact of benefit is holding your breath. Usually the technique, even according to the yogis, you breathe in, for example, 15, this is the extension, exhale 15, hold your breath 30. Long-term goal. And Gleeful Stranger, and Henry, and Christine, Lee, So is everybody still out there? And Beth, let me make sure I'm still hearing from people. Double checking the technology. Gentle Humanoid, nice name. Just came on. We'll get to you. We will not miss anyone. So for Hashimoto's Gleeful Stranger, GV20. Pituitary is the master gland of all endocrine organs, including the thyroid and parathyroid. So we do Hashimoto's, how we do the hypothalamus, the endocrine connection to the brain, pituitary, master gland of the endocrine system, and then we go right to the C6, C7, thyroid, parathyroid. And we always like to do blood flow, nerve flow. So we have superior, upper, and inferior, lower thyroid arteries in the sky window. So we're going to work on low platelets for a few people, including Beth. And we'll work in a three-part process. Number one, T1 for our bones, for platelets, actually our four-part. Spleen. Christos, nice to see you. Are we up to speed on everything? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything for you. I think I sent everything, but I'll double check. That should have come from Tongren Station. We had an order. Let me make a note to double check your request. I have 4 cleanses simultaneously going on at the same time. Usually I have 2 every 3 months, but this month I have 4, and I want to focus. So again, thyroid, parathyroid for Hashimoto's. Always rule out Epstein-Barr virus as a possible cause of Hashimoto's. Blood T1, blood T7, blood GB39. So that's also for platelets, T1, spleen. If you hold your breath, your spleen will release platelets as well. The breathing exercises can help with that. So T1, 2, 3, 4, breast cancer for Gleeful Stranger. So we'd like again to do a 2-part process, T4 for the bioelectricity, nerve flow, and stomach 11 and 12 area for mammary arteries, blood flow, nerve flow. That's the optimum way to really maximize as much as we can. Two syllables, not 3. For what? Do I keep saying that right? Platelets. That's my Bostonian accent. I can say extra vowels, right? Usually we get rid of letters and add vowels, but text me real quick. Remind me what I'm saying without the right accent. Appreciate it, because I can see you flash by in my text for about 5 seconds. If you put your request in there and I speed read, I can catch it too. So T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, anti-inflammation. T6 for oxygen, which is anti-cancer. T4 for breast. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Lumbar 1 to 5. Sacrum 1 to 5. Fill the bladder. And next we'll be working with Henry and Alistair, Crowley, Christine. Nope, I don't see a request from Christine and Beth. Okay. We're in great shape, everyone. We have a lot of people here. My guess is about 30 to 50 requests, and we will get to all of them. Blood flow to the brain. So we want to work on the eye. For eye cataracts floaters for Alistair and for Catherine. Are you still there, Catherine? Did I lose you? From a Tongren perspective for the eyes, C3. So again, to people, I like the split screen myself. As I do treatments in general, I like to work on the dantians, which are energy battery charging, at the same time opening a blockage. That two-part process. I think you can see my hands okay. Making an effort to keep my hands up and as much as I can to show you where I'm tapping. All of my students and all my friends out there, please join along. Please tap along and practice. So for Henry, T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, anti-inflammation. C3 for the eyes, ears, and nose for the eyes for Alistair. C4, 5, and 6 for the mouth, dental, bones, and gums, and T1 for the bones also. Alistair, if you're not familiar with swishing, you can either use coconut to swish, in your case to build those bones and gums, a tiny amount of clay for mouth swishing. So good dental hygiene practices, tongue scraping, clay for tooth powder, rinsing and swishing with clay or even wheatgrass, and all of these things which is sanitizing, and then the clay, especially for building of the gums and stuff like that. And macular degeneration, so GV17, and C3 for Beth. So let me give you the Vitality Herbs and Clay Company. VitalityHerbsandClay.com. Command points of the brain and brain stem. We're going to work with Henry. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And he also has some other high blood pressure and sleep. GV17 for blood pressure. So Christine, did you get that name? VitalityHerbsandClay.com. They have kits for clay to drink, or you can just get something called sacred clay. Take a little bit amount of it and you can swish it in your mouth. It will mineralize and build the bones. Clay is mostly silicaceous acid, which is the precursor for collagen and bone building. So you can use it as clay baths, clay soaks, and for rebuilding the teeth as well. Nope, vitalityherbsandclay.com. I'll put it in here. vitalityherbsandclay.com. There you go. So for Henry, prostate, L3, L3, L3. Sleep, T7, left side. Blood pressure, GV17. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, anti-inflammation. Oh, Tongren Station put it in there. Thank you, Vitality Herbs and Clay. The clay rebuilds the teeth. It builds all bones. Teeth are bones. So it is full of silica, silicaceous acid, magnesium. It is also alkalizing and cleansing for the mouth so that you can reduce the acidity. It can help to fix or remedy cavities, all those different things. So a good, easy way to do it is to get a clay based powder, tooth powder, and you're brushing your teeth, and when you're done, swish it in your mouth. That's what I do to make it easy and quick. So again, L3 for Henry, and the bladder for Henry, S1 to S5. But to strengthen the bladder, we want to work on the nerves, lumbosacral plexus. So for blood pressure is governing vessel 17 in the back of the head. In the middle of that central line, governing vessel 17 for blood pressure. That's the medulla, which manages cardiac, respiratory, and vasculatory actions in the body. Thank you for asking. It's great to see you. Communicate. So I can get texts. It's just that they last about 5 seconds. And grounding, and next we have joyful individual, and then blue sky. But let's do the ouch point for the jaw, an ouch point for the eyes, an ouch point for the teeth. So there's a company, I think I know the name, I'm not sure, but they have holistic teeth whitening using light, which I'm familiar with, these lights, not hydrogen peroxide, which destroys your teeth. I think it's called Primal Organics. They have they have tongue cleaning devices. They have really great tooth powders, and they have a teeth whitening or teeth cleansing process as well. This company, that's all they do, and they do it really well. I think it's called Primal Organics. It's a great company. They probably do have clay tooth powder and natural health as well. This one seems better. Yes, for everyone, let me know if you're doing better, worse, or the same. I like to know if we need to focus on different things. I like to know if you're doing better. That's a good thing. I want to make sure we're supporting the community really well. Floaters, shoulder tendonitis, rotator cuff stuff. For the rotator cuff stuff, definitely take some wheatgrass spray, put it on there, leave it for a week. Also, put in yarrow salve to heal all the injuries and heal all the old muscles and tissues, to remove them, to allow more bioelectricity and blood flow to the area to heal sooner. I know it's been a long time, but we want to do that also from Tongren. So for the shoulders, lung 1, lung 2, get in deep into the tendonitis, rotator cuff. Shoulder release points, is it doing better, worse, or the same? Shoulder release point, governing vessel, governing bladder, gallbladder 21. 21, yep, 21, we got it. Gallbladder 21. Slowly getting better, okay. I think yarrow balm will be a game changer for you. And grounding. So again, blue sky, we don't want to miss anything. We got the rotator cuff. Eye floaters, we'll do that again. Blood flow to the brain and the eyes. Ouch point for the eyes. C3 for the eyes. And more lumbos, the brachial plexus for the shoulders and the tendonitis. Nerve flow to the hands. Tendonitis in the shoulders, I presume. Put my screens a little bit more in the center so I'm looking straight at you guys. And the eyes in Chinese medicine. The liver, T9 right side. Not a prediction or an analysis, but T9 is also for anger. Vagus nerve down the torso, liver 3, and kidney 1. Okay, we're doing well. So if somebody could do a quick search, I think it's called Primal Organics Teeth. They focus on teeth. That's their thing, but they've done the best quality that I've seen for all teeth products. Tongue scrapers, tea, clay for the teeth, and using red lights and infrared light and blue light spectrum, which I know is sanitizing and cleansing for teeth white and natural teeth whitening process. And you want to, just to remove stains, not to do anything aggressive, not to fake anything, for sure. So next we're going to work with blue sky. So I think we got all the sound taken care of. So next is blue sky, and anybody else on sciatic, we don't want to miss that for Beth. So, and Christos, if you have any requests. Blood flow to the brain. So let's do a quick check of where we are. Relaxed mind, lower back, lung, and pancreas, and eyes. Blood flow to the brain. GB13, right side, 4. That looks like it. I'd have to double check at the end. Primal Life. If that's a website about organic products, that should do it. I can do a real quick check for everyone. Primal. Yep, that's the one. Yes, it is. Command points to the brain, and then the brain stem. Relaxed mind. Confidence for Isaac, T123478. Working on insulin resistance, the pancreas for sure. T123123, lungs for the dad. C3 again for the eyes. Confidence, GB13, right side. T123478, inflammation and the pancreas. C3 for the eyes. And the lower back, 1 to 5. Confidence, L1 to 5. Pancreas, insulin resistance. Now for the sciatic, GB29. Very specific point for the sciatic. Sciatic is a nerve that kind of braids itself from the lower back. So we'll work on lumbosacral plexus. Comes down the leg. Let me know how you're doing with that. There's some great yoga poses that can eliminate sciatic issues. Sciatic is a nerve that gets compressed by a muscle called the piriformis. Then when through yoga and through anti-inflammation things and Tongren, you can actually eliminate that. Thank you for posting Primal Life Organics. Looks like a really smart company. That's what they do. Holistic teeth stuff. I've been looking for years for stuff like that. It looks really good. And grounding. So let's continue with the sciatic. So Open Channels Energy has just joined us. Hi, Mahek. You can correct me on my spelling, Mahik. I like to get that right. And then continue with the sciatic, lumbosacral plexus. And for Kimby's, an intrigued earthling, Rowan's mom. Hello, Rowan's mom. How you doing? Good to see you. You mean the excellent program? Beverly Robertson Corso. You mean the teeth thing? Yep, it looks brilliant. Looks good. I'm doing it. Doing it all. I've always used clay for teeth, and also coconut swishing. If you look that up too, it's brilliant for the teeth. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial, but the clay especially will help to rebuild gums and work with teeth. And if you look up on that website, they have a remedy for cavities. So I don't know what else to say. They do it all. Anti-inflammation. So auditory and visual hallucinations. So we want to work on the cortices of the brain, gallbladder 7, 8, 9 for intrigued earthling. Work on both sides. And hello, welcome, open channels, energy, and Rowan's mom. Oh, that is Rowan's mom. I spoke wrong. Okay. So again, for everyone, we have, and I think seats will fill up quickly. We have Tongren, Be Your Own Healer, November 20. We actually have a detox cleanse with a group of French people on November 27. If you want to jump in on that, it's a different time zone. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon because of the French time. We also have a New Year's immune boosting colon cleanse, January 8th. So they're getting much more popular. So auditory visual hallucinations, GB13, in Tong, and third eye, T123478. Yes, please enter your requests to Instagram. I'm watching and monitoring it right now, so please enter your requests. That would be great. Digestion, absorption, elimination. T7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Make sure we didn't miss anyone. Oh, right broken foot. So detox, T9, right side. Clay. 3 things for detoxing are the best. In addition to Tongren, clay, and then clay is my third choice as well. So we will also tap for hormone balancing, of course. So Rowan's tumor, L3, L4. How old is Rowan? If you can tell me. So L3, L4. So in addition to the Tongren, for anything directly on the spine, I would do craniosacral therapy. I would do ozonated magnesium oxide, oxygen therapies, alkalizing diets. All those things are the critical points. So Eric09 is here. Fibroadenoma. So let's work for less. So blood flow to the brain command points. So where's the fibroadenoma located for gentle humanoid. If you could let me know, that would be good to know. So I hope you're all having fun. Looks like we're getting some good chi response. Vertebral artery to spinal artery and T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 immune system. And for every illness, we work on the oxygen system. T6 for oxygen and phrenic nerve for oxygen. So Henry, thanks for joining us. We got you covered. We got it all figured out. Just keep practicing at it. We'll do whatever it takes to get you all set. So I'm curious where people are from, what part of the world, what country. If you want to reveal that, try to get an idea of the scope and reach of what we're doing. But especially let me know if you want to join our Tongren training, if you want to join our Detox Cleanse in November 27, or our Immune Boost Oxygen Therapy-based colon cleanse. So fibroadenoma, T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So for the neuroblastoma, blood flow to the spine, nerve flow to the spine, L3, L4, open the blockage, craniosacral fluid support for the spine, GB7, 8, 9. So for L3, L4, do lots of forward folds, believe it or not. Open up that area for chi to get in. Upward, downward dog in yoga. All those things, you just need to get energy in there. That's a very unusual place to have a blockage or have different things, unless there's been an injury. From beautiful downtown Weymouth Landing. Woohoo, Catherine. Shout out to Catherine in beautiful downtown Weymouth Landing, where I also used to live, right near there as well. Weymouth Landing, Massachusetts, United States. For those of you that you are not local and do not have a Bostonian accent. L3, L4, so T7 blood flow, L3, L4 nerve flow, L1, 2, 3 for less, for the prostate, for again for Henry, and for less, L3 for less, three things, the bones, T3 for the lymph, and T1 for the bones. Bones, lymph, prostate, three-part process focus for less. And you say post-treatment. I highly recommend Vermont, yes. Yeah, Haverhill is great. I used to work in Haverhill. 4 on the 13th. What does that mean? I think I misunderstood that. And hormone balancing for Livid Fuller and for everyone. Blood flow to the brain. And let me know where the fibroadenoma is. Breast. Okay, thank you. So blood flow to the brain. So endocrine tune-up, go to the beginning. The hypothalamus and the brain. Hypothalamus is half gland, half brain. They meet at the hypothalamus. Then from the gland part, it goes to the full gland, which is the pituitary, which is the master gland. Hypothalamus, pituitary, and woohoo, looks like I have 424 unread emails. Life is good, eh? I wish I could tap for that. 4 on the 13th. Age. I get it. Okay. Down dog knows what the body needs. Absolutely. Neuroblastoma usually starts in utero. That's fascinating. Wow. Pancreatic enzymes. This is an interesting topic. In utero, things that grow. Everything that grows in utero is based upon pancreatic enzymes and limiting factors eventually going out. And later cancers are also similar to the growth of tumors in the body. As I always say, if a man has cancer, they take a pregnancy test, they would be seen positive. That's because the process of building organs within the body in utero are the same as tumors growing in cancer. So pancreatic enzymes, as Dr. Gonzalez would say, for any limitations of these growths and opening a blockage. So I hope that made some sense. So T1, 2, 3, 4 for the fibroadenoma. So massage, 45 degrees, right next to L3, L4. Aggressively, you'll find the ouch point. So for Sandy Lou, the first thing to do for tooth infection, swishing with coconut oil. Up to 10 to 15 minutes. Call it coconut swishing. Step 1 for the teeth infections. Unresolved Lyme disease, we'll work on that now. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So for Sandy Lou, look in the link above, Primal Organics or Primal something Organics, Primal Life Organics. That will tell you everything for really good dental hygiene. The best I've ever seen. I just bought it, found out about it like 2 months ago. L3, L4 for Rowan, L3 for prostate for Henry and Les. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. T4 for fibroadenoma. And yes, for adrenals and broken right foot, I did, but we can do that one more time. So L1 for adrenals, lumbosacral plexus for broken right foot, and I highly recommend clay poultices for the right foot, and maybe even mix in a little bit of yarrow for healing old leftover scar tissues. So unresolved Lyme disease, definitely clay. Shoulder issues, L1, L2. Congestion means you need to put yarrow balm on the entire shoulder area. Leave it on for like an hour or something. See how that goes. But do it very lightly at first, then build it up. Maybe for 5 minutes to start, and then 10 minutes. Lyme disease, the Lyme expert who's taking care of Lyme for himself and others, Tommy Priester. He has a specific protocol which even revolves around the moon, which is a weak point for viruses and bacteria. So he's got it all figured out. So connect with Tommy Priester. So activate the entire spine. And the ouch point, broken right foot. Looks like we got everybody. But I can see conversations in many places. So T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and also T8 for the pancreas. Yes. Pancreas and pancreatic enzymes. My favorite go-to enzyme is Veganzyme from Global Healing. So globalhealing.com/Joe. Veganzyme. And grounding. And I think we have one more person. Nope, we are good with the website. We're good for the social media. We're good for Instagram. And good for text. So let's ground vagus nerve, CV4, liver 3, and kidney 1. So we'll charge the battery again for everyone. So have a great day. We did not miss anyone. We will not miss anyone. So just close your mind, put your mind into your lower dantian, about 2 inches below your belly button. Or look at the red laser in the other image. Breathe in and out through the nose. And T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 also for the Lyme disease as well. And the microbiome, T11, T12, L4, L5 is our focus for everyone. Okay, hope that was good for everyone. Lots of information for everyone. We want everybody to have healthy resources for everything. And people like my book, which is great. Trying to give out information, education. If you want to join us for learning Tongren, joining us for a 14-day program in November 27, and a New Year's resolution 7-day cleanse program coming up. All good. Just so we can get people take power of your lives. Be empowered. Take charge of your lives. Ask questions and be well. Yes, Sandy. Go for it. Check out Tommy Priester. Beer, medicine, herbs. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Be well. Look forward to seeing you next time. Contact me if you like. Put your email address in the link there, or contact me, joe@anusarwellness.com. Blessings to you all. Be well. Be safe. Take care. Love to you all, and see you next time.